worn my fingerprints off, so they let it go. She did a lot of farm work with her horses and dogs and stuff. I don't know, I think in some states you can have a gun in your home without registering it or being on any kind of record because it's a private deal. So those guys said over there probably that wouldn't work out to require students to say whether or not they had a gun at home when they enrolled. Huh, come on. 55 minutes, good. But that's about all I could, well, the idea would be for a United States Congress Social Health Act of 2014 to prevent isolation and neglect and the need for remedial mental health that results from that. So you'd get things like a U.S. Surgeon General's mental health warning that would automatically be inserted on copyright material when you uploaded it to YouTube. So veterans coming back from the wars and stuff, they go to see Spring Breakers. Have you seen that movie yet? No. Oh man, sex, drugs, rock and roll, hypnotism, glorification of violence. You seen it? Yeah. Well, then I want to post about it on YouTube and they tell me copyright infringement, you can't show the scene you want to talk about, copyright infringement. Then Ebert dies right in the middle of all this stuff. But we could solve the whole problem if the YouTube, when I upload it, it's copyrighted, it recognizes it now because they're sending me notices. So if they can recognize it, they just have a software insert every few minutes or whatever it is. U.S. Surgeon General's mental health warning, failure to respond and seek responses can be hazardous to your health. And it's up there, interrupts the continuity long enough. It's obvious I'm not trying to rip off and pirate it because it's got a big hole in it with this warning that goes up there. And then the veterans and myself and other people that want to bear witness about how things affect our life, we could do it without being blocked. So the U.S. Congress Social Health Act of 2014 could include something like that in it. It could include the endorsement that any student in any school that wants to have a service animal could apply and qualify and get training for the animal to help reduce the amount of Ritalin that they're prescribed, or so these alienated kids, instead of withdrawing and they'd get a dog, people would want to come over, they would break the ice and stuff. And there's probably a list of 50 or 500 things that we could put under that thing of social health to prevent isolation and neglect and to avoid the need for remedial mental health later. So any suggestions on that list are welcome, and I'll try to get something to which committee? Health, Education, and Welfare, maybe. I
don't even know who's on that committee.
Yeah, it must be. I have a book, or look it up. And then this Boston thing, the physical health is important too. One college just withdrew from the NCAA, and instead of having football and basketball and wrestling, they're going to have aerobics and
really?
Yeah, other kinds of exercise stuff, but not the team sports so much, because it's cheaper and they can get more kids to participate, they figure. They had 80 students getting $1 million a year for their sports program, and they figured that $1 million they could get a lot more students doing exercising. So that would be part of social health, exercising together and stuff, so you're not just isolated. And probably you guys have a lot of knowledge about buddy systems and how to relate to someone you never met before. Now you're buddies, you're working together on a daily basis. Plus you probably get rotated and changed sometimes to mix it up so you don't get ingrown. And those kind of skills that you could extract out of, without giving away your trade secrets, but take the best parts of that and get it over to the Department of Education of the United States or something. Kids at school, then, we'd get them as peer-to-peer doorway greeters. You come in the door of school, like we're going to school up here, it might be 3 parents out here like you guys, and then up at the top or just inside the door, there'd be 3 or 6 students up there. The parents would make sure nobody's packing something really heavy, and then you get inside, the students look at you, eye-to-eye contact. Morning, Joe. Hi, Sally. Or, hey, Ted's got the pink on. He got the Facebook clue. He's the 15th one in with the pink. He wins the door prize. To make it fun. And do all this kind of stuff instead of simply going out and trying to take guns away from people. Try to get people stronger. So you trust them and they're ready to defend us.
What they have in store now.
Yeah, that's why we call it the U.S. Congress Social Health Act of 2014. To prevent isolation and neglect and to avoid the need for preemptive mental health. And part of it, get those doctors that do the mental health they have to take drug tests themselves. I've been in the D.C. mental health system checking it out intentionally. I volunteered. And my experience was, well, there's like a list of lawsuits, 20, 30, 40 lawsuits. Talking about mental health and the need to check and balance the people who are supposed to be checking and balancing the patients. So I applied for written therapy to write stuff down and have them read it and get feedback. They put me down for oral talk therapy. Too much work to read the stuff. Then the doctors, they probably have weekend heroin habits and stuff. You can tell just from talking with them. You can tell. Yeah. Something to look forward to, one of them says, right? Something to look forward to. So there's a whole lot of stuff we could do for social health. And then you get Olympic thinker drug tests so that the Supreme Court justices are taking drug tests too, because they face the same temptation as Olympic athletes, but for thinking. Look at all the cases they got to read. Look at all the stuff they got to know. Tell me they're not tempted to use cocaine or amphetamines or alertness or performance drugs. And they may get a prescription for some of that stuff. Who knows? But maybe we should know if they do or not. And then let them have it.
I hope so.
Let them have it under prescription. Yeah. So there's an opportunity to bring a lot of this stuff out. And a social health act as comprehensive as the Obamacare for social health, not just, hey, here's how you fix the broken ones and stuff. Yeah, good, you covered that. Now, let's get into the preemptive stuff without being Big Brother, without being 1984, without dictating to people, you got to think this way, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, but get the people who are in charge of supervising, check and balance them is the thing, and let the others grow and have the opportunities for them. So that's kind of the prayer for that.
Thinking about this weather, you think it's going to stay nice like this?
Well, till May, I guess, and then it changes about early May. It'll probably start getting hot.
When all the crazy people start coming out, you know?
The which are coming?
When all the crazy people start coming out.
That's, yeah, I've been out of circulation for what, 7, 8 years now. I've lost touch a lot of that stuff. But Mecca really loves it. Always coming by and sees the USCP officer, starts walking over with like, wants to be on duty. Yeah, God, that's good. Yeah, yeah. I've got 2 more if anyone's interested. Yeah. President Karzai or someone came by the other night, and 2 other guys, they said that there's not many left in Afghanistan.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe we could breed them and train them and donate them to Afghan and U.S. villages.
You don't see them very often.
Yeah, I guess they're not
expensive for you to, when you bought them.
No, not much more than any other thoroughbred dog. They usually go 500 to 800 or something more for a female than a male. I don't have the papers on the father, only the mother. So that's kind of a life story. And then see what else is going on. But Mecca likes the capital so much and loves the idea of guarding things and watching out. Yeah, God does good work, doesn't God? And how's your family, should I ask?
Good, very good.
Good.
My son is keeping me busy.
There was a U.S. Capitol Police daycare for a while. I don't know if they still...
No, we don't have it now. I wish we did.
Well, if enough people ask for it, we might get it. Maybe on a limited rotating basis. Depends probably how many people have preschool kids.
Yeah.
Age what? 2 to 4? I don't know. How old do you have to be to start daycare? I can remember being 4 years old. Barely, I remember a little bit from being 3 years old. King Kong came out when I was like 4 years old. I invited the girl next door to go into the bushes and play doctor together. I forgot it. And my mother then later said, "Do you know why Dee Dee Call can't come over anymore?" I said, "No." And she said, "If you think about," well, she didn't say anything more than that, I guess, and then I remembered it. And then King Kong came out afterwards, helped me understand, you know, the big wanting to hold the little, and I got to go over to the Call's house to see the movie, as a matter of fact. Good, Mecca. Yeah.
All right, Bill.
Okay, who?
With him and
yeah,
good night.
as unto you. Good, Mecca. I remembered you at the end, but not during. That's good. Here's some water here. You want to see the water? I'm running. Oh, there's another dog. That's what you want to see. Right knee. Oh. Come on, right knee. Right knee. Right knee. King Kong came up out of the daycare. 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 Here we are, Mecca. Is this gonna work for us? Come on, Mecca. Come on. That's good, Mecca. Good. Hi. Come on. Hi. Come on, Mecca. We didn't go in. Should we have gone in? House is in session. My right knee. Wow, my right knee. Come on. And that bicycle accident a year or two ago. A knee brace. Come on. Oh. Come on. Come on. That's good, Mecca. Oh. Yeah. You got the tug of war. You know we're headed home. You got the tug of war. Good. 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 Hi. Okay. Good. Come on. Oh, hi.
Oh, what a beautiful dog.
Yeah, God does good work, doesn't God? That's good, Mecca. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mecca. Who's this up here? Who's this? Who's this up here? Who's this? Do you see the other dog yet? Do you see the other dog? Now you see the other dog. There he is. Hi. Good.
Eat it? Say hi?
You want to say hi? Oh, good dog.
There you go. There you go. Sometimes she gets spooked by the Afghan.
Yeah,
So tall.
yeah. And prone to sudden movements. Good dogs. Perfectly friendly.
There you go. Let's
Good.
see.
Yeah, good.
There you go. Take it easy.
You too. I'll try to be ready. Good, Mecca. Hi. Okay, I'm hungry again. Stinking coffee addiction. And it's time to go to bed to get up tomorrow to do what we gotta do. Wow. Making intention to pray. Get a padded arm collar for you to chew on. Or maybe simply a hand and a forearm thing. Who's that, Mick? Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good.
Glad to hear it. We're working on the U.S. Congress Social Health Act of 2014.
Okay.
Any suggestions are appreciated. Tonight we learned about names. They're reading all the names of people who've been killed. So they all agreed that it would be a good idea for teachers to use the name of each student at least once a week in a positive kind of way, to help build character, confidence and stuff, to have each teacher use the name of each student at least once a week in a positive kind of way. The U.S. Congress Social Health Act of 2014 to prevent isolation and neglect and avoid the need for remedial mental health. So we check and balance a lot of the professionals. Instead of telling people how they have to think, we sort of try to check and balance the supervisors and make them realize their response inventories. You can say this, you can do this. Make it like, you know, those cubby holes where you put all the shoes in. They got a whole bunch of different responses at their fingertips. You can almost program a computer to work with them, like artificial intelligence, and call it social health. Because we got Obamacare. That's, you know, when you're broken now, you got certain rights and get repaired. And this should be like preventive maintenance to avoid getting broken. Social health. Yeah, you guys know all about buddy systems and stuff. Hopefully you can extract some of your knowledge and experience and send a report over to the U.S. Department of Education about peer-to-peer buddy systems. Get kids working together to stand at the doorway at the school. When you come in the morning, there'll be a couple, 3 or 4 of your fellow students randomly selected. He'd look you in the eye, maybe say a name, maybe not. Maybe simply smile at you, or they would have to get some training about, you know, how to put on a body language stuff with people.
You gotta first get off the phone and stop texting, so they'll know how to talk to people.
Ah, yeah, get off the phone and stop texting so they know how to talk to people.
What's your dog's name, Bill?
Mecca. This is
Mecca?
Mecca, yeah. 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 Okay. Or make it so that they learn to talk with other people about their phone and have the phone maybe on and with them, but instead of talking and looking into the phone, it's automatically on, like
bicycles.
yeah, anything that moves. Like your radio, you know, you have it on, but you don't have to be looking at it and holding it. So they could learn to have their phones on, and we could program the phones that would, like in this conversation, all of a sudden the phone pipe up and say something. You know, the phone would, like artificial intelligence, so your phone be part of the circle without you having to leave the circle. Social health.
Now, what kind of dog is Mecca?
An Afghan hound. An Afghan hound?
Bust.
Yeah, yeah.
Afghan what?
An Afghan hound.
Afghan hound. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there are not so many left, evidently, so I'd like to breed them and train them and donate them to Afghan and U.S. villages. And I've got 2 more up in Maine if you know anyone interested. Good, Mecca. So, what else do you or I need to know?
Dog.
Yeah, Mecca's a good dog. Very good dog. Loves to guard things, yeah. Observant, yeah. Can be. Still kind of young.
Playful though.
Yeah, can be very playful, very loving. It's tough because the breed is such that sunrise, this dog wants to be out and then go around the Capitol all day, and here I am, I'm stuck on the computer, and Mecca has to wait and wait and wait. Oh. So I'll have to try to work outside more or something with a battery or something to be fair.
It's close to you, though, I tell you what.
Well, I got to learn to pet Mecca and split my attention. I'm not used to that so much. I get talking and the Mecca kind of go off and bicycle come by. But
Well,
So rewrite your job descriptions the way you think they could best be done, and when we get elected, we can ring the bell and start doing things the way you think they should be done, right?
Oh, that would be
Right.
great if that happens.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
All right, we'll have them ready, written down. We'll have them handed in to the supervisors anonymously, and we can start rewriting from there. God willing, I hope.
All right, Bill.
All right, who? You too. Feels like the spirit of Jimi Hendrix. Who's that, Mecca? Chevrolet WXX2338. Why you need 6 sets of license plates. Trailer hitch, pretty substantial too, right to the frame of the under chassis. Free DC's budget. Hi. Okay, heel, Mecca. Good. Good. Hi. Gotta eat. So maybe that was Eric then who walked by later. Yeah, that was probably you, Eric. Steady as a rock. Thinking. Okay. Now what? Eat. Eat again. Eat more slowly. Exercise. You gotta work out. Yeah, finally. How about me? I stood around and talked while you ran with Rennie. Three breaths, Mecca. 1 breath. 2 breaths. 3 breaths, Mecca. Good, Mecca. Good, Mecca. There you go. That's good. That's good. Oh, anxiety. Come on in, Mecca. Good. Good. Maybe that was Eric. Felt like Eric's family came by. Book, book, book. April, May. Maybe I took that down and didn't remember it. Oh. Okay, good Mecca. Conserve and expand recycling capacity. Allah Akbar. Jeez. Wow. Payment. Hi, Mecca. Food, shelter, clothing, savings. How come this is amber? Something must have gotten disconnected here, huh? Wash them. Need to take a shower. Wow. Okay, returning to intention to pray.
Typically with these blast injuries, you tend to get more close to get most of the impact, but you can get people who are fairly far away as well.
Itch. I itch. What can I scratch myself with? And an insect bite. Fat. I didn't call today. Underwear's gotta be changed. One, two, videos on it here. This is purple. 9:30. Hello, Sal. This is Bill or Mohammed. I think the reason Mecca barked at you was jealousy. And I apologize for being so tired myself. I contacted my doctor, and I'm overdue for my physical this year, but I asked if I could maybe get a prescription for some Adderall so I have a little more energy. This coffee is not quite working out. But sometimes I just have so little energy. I can hardly respond, let alone do a good job responding. So I apologize and wish you the best, and hope all's going well for you with your computer now. Not supposed to have those in there, but I want to eat again. Tomorrow, I gotta get over there. I'm not ready. I make an excuse to stay here. It's not right to do that. Hungry.
To trap. Like this. But at Courtyard, you can stay like this and enjoy more of this and this. It's a new stay. Courtyard.
Eat again. Want to eat again. I want to eat again. Want to eat.